Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm KandyCorpse, you can call me Kay, and today we're going to be reacting to some more paranormal stories, true paranormal stories posted by users on Reddit talking about their own personal experiences. I haven't done one of these in a little bit. I'm kind of like super slacking on posting, but getting back into it. So honestly, let's just get started. Let's jump right into it. I'm just doing the top stories of this past week. I haven't read any of these yet. I just scrolled, clicked on the top 3, and we're gonna go through them and we're gonna see what they say. So these are all from r/paranormal encounters like usual, and this one is posted by user 1_lion_9133 titled "What Did I See?" Has anybody else had this experience? Well, I guess we're about to find out. One night, I was driving home alone late at night from a friend's house on a really dark rural road, and it had a house I'd seen a million times before under the streetlight. There was a dog, instantly transformed to a whole person, and I was not on drugs. I felt like I was on drugs reading that sentence. Hold on. There's so much to take in. Hold on. Okay, you're driving home late at night from a friend's house on a dark road, rural road, at a house you'd seen a million times. There was a street lamp, and you saw a dog turn into a person. Okay, so this is like some cryptid shit. I wasn't intoxicated. I'm a crisis counselor. I don't know what that has. I mean, all right, I guess that's like information. Scariest freaking moment of my life, aside from another encounter I will post. I drove home so fast that I'm surprised I didn't get a ticket. I called my husband right after it happened, and I was so freaked out. He almost felt like he had to drive to meet me. I was hyperventilating. It felt like an omen or a warning, and I've never forgotten it. I remember it clear as day, exactly how it happened, and it was utterly terrifying. It was clearly meant for me to see it, intentional, but why? Has anybody else had this experience? FYI, this was in Aledo, Texas. I don't know, Aledo. This was in Texas. Okay. So if you're not like just bullshitting right now, then that was definitely like, it sounds like a cryptid or something. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but there's a few comments, so maybe the comments will tell us. Someone said, it seems like unless you've had one of these perception shattering encounters, understanding that something otherworldly clearly intended for you to see it is really hard to swallow. It has happened to me, just not with an animal appearance overtones, and part of me will never get over it. I could feel that it wanted me to see it, and the intent pouring out of it was so dark and malicious, indescribable. I was wide awake, sober, drug-free, no carbon monoxide, fully middle-aged human being simply existing in my home one very early morning. If you have elders in your family, I'd start asking them if they have experiences with this as well. Until then, try not to give it the importance of it being an omen. Hang in there. What do you mean transformed into a human? Like lost its fur and turned into a person, or just stood up on 2 legs? OP responded, like turned from a coyote on 4 legs and stood up on 2, no fur, to be 6 feet tall, and looked at me, and I mean looked hard. I remember that much, and after the adrenaline was too much, I hit the gas and was praying so hard I couldn't tell you much more. Okay, so here's the one where someone's like talking about the cryptid. This is the comment I was looking for. Well, there's a cryptid called Dogman, and in parentheses it says dumb name, that is reported as a very large dog/wolf that can walk on 4 or 2 legs, but they don't lose their hair or transform when standing up. Check out r/Dogman and see what you think. Someone said that you probably just saw someone hunching down to like tie their shoe or pick something up, being under streetlight. It's a very dark road, as you said. Your eyes were probably playing tricks on you. And OP said, yeah, most likely, but maybe. Oh, hello, Theodore. Hello, buddy. How can I scroll when you're in my arms? You're such a little baby. So this next one is posted by silly_string-yeet-28. Okay. It's titled, Me and My Friend Saw a Ghost at School. The school that I went to used to be an airport. It was a small airport with 2 floors, the ground floor for junior high and the upper one for high school. There's also a room above the second level with a bunch of windows. Everyone calls it the Eagle's Nest. One day, me and my homie JD decided we wanted to go up there to get a good view of the city. JD and I were tight with the assistant principal, so we asked him if he could take us to the Eagle's Nest at lunch. He said, sure. So during our lunch break, we went up to go get the assistant principal to take us up there. And when we were walking towards his office, I seen a shadow person looking thing taking one step into the hallway and disappear. I thought I was just seeing things, so I turned towards JD and he said, did you see that too? Then we started freaking out for a bit. So that's interesting. The only like history we have of the place is that it was an airport. I wonder why the airport was like shut down or why it was turned into a school. Is there a reason why you're trying to put your foot in my mouth? Mister, why are you doing that? He's kind of acting like he got into something, but like, I definitely didn't give him drugs. I don't have any in my house. Are you okay, Tio? He is something else. Someone said, spooky, thanks for sharing. Someone said that was so cool, scary too. A couple people saying like their own experiences about seeing ghosts at school. I think that we just like don't know a lot. I mean, that's definitely like a weird situation, but I feel like it probably was like an actual shadow, maybe not like a shadow person. Oh, he's snuggling. I don't know, that's kind of weird. I feel like we don't know enough information about that last story. Like, why was the airport shut down? Tio, what are you doing? You act like you're looking at someone, but there's literally nothing there but my cabinet. I don't know if you guys heard it, but this wall right here connects to the wall that is like the bedroom. But like from behind the fridge, there was like, it almost sounds like when someone takes a pencil and they're like being annoying and like tapping it on a desk. That's kind of what it sounded like. And he was looking in that direction. So that's a little uncomfortable, but it's fine. It's whatever. Maybe you guys heard the ghost, maybe you didn't. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Now it's like clicking, like mouth clicking. It's so weird. I usually just ignore it and like I'll notice when it gets super intense. Other people notice and they'll like point it out to me. They'll be like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. So this one is, I keep hearing someone playing a piano in my house. I don't have a piano, nor do any of my nearby neighbors. Posted by Luscious Dickus Maximus. I don't fucking know. Anyway. As the title suggests, I live alone and my nearest neighbors live a mile away. My house, which I inherited from my great aunt, was built in the late 1800s. My great aunt was convinced it was a bit haunted from... Oh, Simon! He's like sitting on my lap, but he keeps like digging his claws into me. Was a bit haunted from Civil War spirits and always told me and my siblings growing up that they, the spirits, liked it when she kept everything as it was. She said she noticed strange phenomena like flickering lights or distant screams in the weeks after she rearranged any furniture, or had a room painted. Now, since I moved in a year ago, I haven't noticed any of this. Granted, I've kept everything in the house as I found it for the first year. This was part and due to the superstitions of my aunt, but a large part of it was that my brother was trying to assert claim on the house, and my lawyer said I shouldn't do anything like renovations until the matter was settled. I hired a PI who dug up some dirt on my brother, which your brother, there's so much to unpack with this one. To dig up some dirt on my brother, which I used to get him to drop the claim. By the time I was illegally allowed to make changes to the house, I'd gotten pretty comfortable with the fact that my aunt was a paranoid woman and that there were no ghosts, or so I thought. I was forced for the past year to listen to music on the house's gramophone which lost its charm within a month or so, or just play it from my phone. I'm an audiophile who loves freeform jazz. What's an audiophile? An audiophile is a person who is enthusiastic about high fidelity sound reproduction, seeks to reproduce recorded music to achieve high sound quality, typically in a quiet listening space and in a room with good acoustics. Okay, I used the money my brother paid me. What? So much. There's like so much that is being left out. There's like, okay. Anyway, my brother paid me to buy I used the money my brother paid me to buy an expensive sound system with the most sophisticated speakers I could find. I set them up in the living room and they sounded incredible. I don't want to say that word. I had multiple eargasms while testing them out. Last night, I put my favorite jazz record to relax after a stressful week. As I lighted some candles, it sounded like someone was playing piano upstairs. It was so eerie that I ran upstairs to check, even though I knew there was no piano in the house. I heard and saw nothing, so I came back down into the living room, and there it was again. I turned off the stereo and went to investigate every room with a flashlight. Nothing. Came back to the living room, calmed down, assuring myself that I was just hearing things. I turned the stereo back on and went to get my painting supplies. As I was setting up the easel, there it was again. At this point, I was convinced it was either my brother getting revenge through a prank, or that my aunt was right about the spirits not liking changes to the house. Not wanting it to be the latter, I called my brother and accused him of a scheme. He told me off, saying he didn't have time to set up pranks these days, since he and his family were between motels. He sounded very sincere, and my brother can't lie to save his life, so I believed him, which led me to conclude the house is haunted. I could not sleep at all last night, so I had to go to my other house, which is... Wait, so you... No wonder why your brother wanted the house. You already have multiple. You kind of sound like a weirdo, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, your whole family sounds like a bunch of weirdos. I had to go to my other house, which is an hour away. I'm scared to go back to my aunt's house, but I think it will be in a bit to get rid of those speakers. But I think I will be in a bit to get rid of the speakers. After all, my aunt lived to 99 in the house, so I guess as long as I respect the ghost, they'll respect me. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. What the fuck is going on between OP and their brother? Like, why does OP have multiple houses? And I don't understand. So much to unpack about that. I don't even know how to react. I don't know what his deal is, but like, I've tried setting him down and he will not. He is not having it. He's very upset. He keeps like looking at something. He's like looking around the room all weird. I know I've seen some like weird shit that I'm like, okay, am I making it up? And then my cats will react to some shit and I'm like, okay, that's weird. And like other people have said they've seen and heard things in my apartment. Let go of my sweater, bitch. Simon is like not leaving me alone. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he's seeing. I don't know why he's acting weird. But I'm gonna end the video here and hopefully there isn't like a demon in my house. Okay, bye.